Hey, this is Jordy Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. As early voting kicks off in Georgia for the Senate runoff election, Senator Raphael Warnock has been absolutely on fire on the campaign trail. And over the weekend, he once again released yet another devastating ad against his opponent, Herschel Walker. And the magic of the ad? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. Instead of Warnock listing all of the reasons why Herschel Walker is not fit to serve the great people of Georgia in the U.S. Senate, and trust me, there's a lot, Warnock let Walker explain for himself using his own words. But that's not all. Warnock had actual Georgia voters react in real time to Herschel Walker's insane statements. Watch this.
You ever watch a stupid movie late at night hoping it's going to get better, don't get better, but you keep watching it anyway? Because the other night I was watching this movie. Called Freak Night, or some type of night. But it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are cool people.
What the hell is he talking about?
Is he serious? Is he for real?
But I'm going to tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that?
What is he talking about?
I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I wanted to be a werewolf.
Oh my gosh.
He's talking about vampires and werewolves right now.
Y'all serious about this, right?
So I've been telling this little story about this bull out in the field.
What on
cows.
earth?
And 3 of them are pregnant.
There's no substance. There's nothing.
So you know you got something going on.
It makes me want to laugh, and then it makes me think we're in trouble.
But all he cared about is kept his nose against the fence, looking at 3 other cows that then belonged to him. Now all he had to do is eat grass.
This video is ridiculous. That's 35 seconds of my life I'll never get back.
Why would I want someone like that leading the state of Georgia?
Our good air decided to float over to China, bad air.
Unbelievable.
So when China gets our good air, their bad air gotta move.
It's all the same air.
Not only does it make no sense, I don't even understand what he thinks he's saying.
So it moves over to our good air space. And now we gotta clean that back up.
I sit and watch these on Twitter, and I'm like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Like, literally, what is he talking about?
He's completely unqualified for this really, really serious job.
No one's watching this and being like, oh man, that guy's got it together.
And sometimes, like, I read through the comments because I'm like, is anybody actually understanding, or are we just sitting here wasting time?
It is embarrassing. Let's call it what it is. It is embarrassing.
They just care about getting a yes man. Somebody that'll just punch the button.
I think it's a risk to me and millions of Georgians to put this man in a position of power.
Let's call it what it is. This is embarrassing as hell.
At all. I mean, well, you know.
As I said, absolutely devastating. And while Walker continues to fumble, the energy on the ground in Georgia for Senator Raphael Warnock is electric. Just look at how Senator Warnock's constituents reacted to when he made a surprise visit to a local bar this weekend as patrons were watching the World Cup. And take a look at this clip as Senator Warnock walks down the street shaking hands with Georgians.
Senator, how's it going?
So now you might be asking yourself, well, what was Herschel Walker up to this weekend? Well, Walker, he appeared on some whacked out MAGA extremist program and said voters born after 1990 haven't earned the right to change the country, invited them to leave, and suggested that they renounce their citizenship. Watch this.
Herschel, how do you feel about people that want to change America from when you and I were kids? I mean, there's, we have, I guess it's 80 to 90 or 70 to 80 million people in America that were born after 1990. So these are kids who grew up you know, when they were 10 years of age with the real beginning of the computers and the internet at home. So they don't know the world that we know pre-internet. They don't know that the bullying was not really, we may have been bullied when we were kids, you know, in a class or teased and things like that, but not the type of culture that these kids have with the internet today. What do you say to those kids and those young people that are voting?
Well, first of all, they don't know that the grass is not green on the other side, that they think they're somewhere better. And if they know another place is better than the United States of America, my thing is, why don't you go there or tell me, let me know who that is, because I can tell them right now there's not. I think our biggest problem is we've not shown our kids that most of the people today hadn't earned the right to change America. And what I mean by that, there's people that have died or not given their life up. There are people that have given their life up for this flag. They've given this life up for this national anthem. They've given their life up for our freedom and these liberties that we have in this country today, and we're taking it for granted. Well, I don't want that to happen. And I'm saying, and I'm not being tough, I'm saying, if you know a place better, you go there, but you lose your citizenship here in the United States of America. And then when you come back, you got to come back legally, like we should be defending the border.
Yikes. That'll surely help with the Republicans' Gen Z problem. And in that same interview, Walker also mentioned he last played football way back in the 80s. But actually, Walker's last NFL season was in 1997. Watch this.
I don't want to go to Washington and try to make friends and hang out in country clubs. That's not Herschel Walker. I don't do that. I'm a guy to get the job done. And that's the reason I decided to run. It doesn't matter about the attacks. I said, what's happening right now is bigger than Herschel Walker. You know, and people talked about me playing football. Like, you know how long ago I played football? You haven't had pads on.
Back in the 80s?
Yeah, way back in the 80s. Right now, I build companies.
Georgia, the choice couldn't be more clear. Senator Raphael Warnock is the only responsible candidate for Senate. So don't wait. Early voting is already underway. Get out there and vote Warnock by or on December 6th. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I need you to do me a personal favor and subscribe to the MeidasTouch YouTube channel like right now. We're on our way to 1 million subscribers, and it's all thanks to you. So please take a moment right now for me, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep spreading this unapologetically pro-democracy truth. Thank you. MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.